Hello Gemini, welcome to my channel, Sarah Angel Tarot. This is your reading. It'll be the full Celtic cross. And as you know, it will not resonate with all Geminis, but this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, asking for new energies and positive energies. See what we got here coming in energy for Gemini. I always look for a positive reading, but if we don't get one, we work through it, right? Let's see. Knight of Cups. Really good omen, the Knight of Cups. I always like the Knight of Cups is always bringing something positive and something of the emotional nature. You know, there's something that you like, love, and cherish. I always consider it a good omen when it starts in, or maybe you're wanting this, positive things to head towards you also. But, you know, we'll see. So we have a hand, the Three of Cups. Some of you may be celebrating with other people now. Three of Cups is a good card. It's in the upright. It's about talking about hanging out with people, just getting together, enjoying life again. And maybe that's what that Knight of Cups has to do, is that your emotional energy will probably start out or wanting to be positive. What's crossing it? The King of Pentacles. You may be having trouble, or maybe you're just deep in thought, or with the King of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be a negative type card, but the King of Pentacles is considered someone who is very stable and solid and usually sticks around for a while. They got a good level head on their shoulders, and they could be male or female, by the way. Your goal, or what surrounds you, or what crowns you, is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. It could be that there's lack of work out there for some of you, because, the times are kind of crazy right now. But it also could be you don't want to work too hard on something right now. I'm going to clarify these, and when I do clarify, I could change the story up and make it real interesting. Plus, I give the mini love reading at the end. So if you want to know about your love life, stick around. Queen of Pentacles, foundation, definitely a Pentacles energy that's a little older. They don't like to change too much. They like things, what do you call that when someone doesn't like, they just don't like a change in their life. They like everything the same. They don't like anything being mixed up in their life, or messes. They don't like messes. So, like I said, this person is very stable and sound, and maybe you're dealing with them. In the past, you might have had words with the Eight of Wands, maybe some arguments, maybe some back and forth with each other. That's the Eight of Wands right there. Very near future, Five of Wands. You may get a little bit of an argument, okay? A lot of times when I see with the Three of Cups and I see the argument card, is like someone develops liquid courage, or they want to start arguments, or someone is just aggravated with them. Maybe the Queen of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles is aggravated with you. It could be anything. And maybe it's because there's lack of work and a lot of people are just not busy right now. Possible future outcome and advice from the universe is the World card. It's something you're going to be working on with this person. The World card is about it's sort of like staying in a karmic cycle, but it's not necessarily a bad thing. You choose this. It could be saying that you're not done with this situation. Maybe someone thinks they're done, maybe because of an argument, but it's saying that it's not. What is heading towards you, Ten of Pentacles, a good solid energy, the outside environment coming towards you. It's overall stability in life. You finally reach your goal where you want to be financially, and with just, like I said, overall stability in your life. Your hopes and fears, you're hoping your luck will change. And you got the Queen of Swords energy right there, Gemini. It's most likely you, okay? Taking on your personal power, okay? You're able to do so. I don't think you may feel like, for some of you, someone doesn't want to work with you anymore on something, whether relationships, money, career, doesn't matter. But it does look like this person still is going to be in your life in some way. Just because there's been embattlements and words that were said or misunderstood with the Eight of Wands over there, in reverse doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means that there's a little bit of a blip here. And like I said, it could be that someone is celebrating too much, and Maybe they need to look for work, or, you know, someone in your life needs to do this. It could be so many things. But I need 2 cards for the 3 Cups and the King of Pentacles. Find out more. They don't tell us for sure usually. Yes, something got out of control over a get-together and Page of Cups. And the messages were not well received, you know, or things weren't said in a gracious manner. What crowns you, or the goal, is the 8 of Pentacles. It's in reverse. Someone's not working on a situation. They don't plan on working on a situation. It's not that they aren't. This is what they're aspiring to do, or what they're thinking they're going to do for now with the King of Pentacles. Not work with the King of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles isn't working with you. I need 2 cards, please. That's the goal. By what crowns you, what's going on around you right now. I need another card, or 2 more cards, please. Yeah, they think that nothing's coming in that's good about it, and they want to become free. They don't want to be trapped up with the 8 of Swords. And the foundation, again, is the Queen of Pentacles, or I shouldn't say again, but it's the same basic energy. It's more of the feminine nature. But the Queen of Pentacles, I need 2 cards, please, for Gemini. Yeah, this you may not felt like you got wish fulfillment from the Queen of Pentacles, or they may not feel that way with you because someone's unhappy and they don't like what was offered or said to them. Or maybe you don't like what was said to you. Now, in the past position, again, it's about communications are way off on this situation, this whole thing. So the 8 of Wands in reverse. I need 2 cards, please, for Gemini. 2 cards. Yeah, and they had words and said, I'm done. I want to regain balance in my life. So something may actually have ended, or someone said, I'm ending it because I want balance. I don't want no arguments. But it looks like in the near future, you will still have a little bit of a blip. It's a 5 of Wands. I need 2 cards, please, for Gemini. 2 cards. But I think things turned around here. Yeah, and someone may say, I saw you do this, you were doing that, and someone's having trouble sleeping at night. You feeling like maybe someone's stepping out, maybe, or they just did you wrong. And you know that you saw it. You know what happened. And it's keeping you up, and you had an argument over it. So something came out that could have a lot to do with, you know, a few of these cards. But something definitely came out. Messages were said. Went a little chaotic. Has to do with the Pentacles energy. Now, possible future outcome and advice from the universe. I think the universe says it doesn't really have to be over if you don't want it to be. So the World card in reverse. 2 cards, please. Let's find out for sure. Why is the World there for Gemini? Yeah, there's going to be some change, even though there may be a slight burden with whatever you're going through. And maybe the people you're dealing with have a burden themselves, but it looks like change will happen. It doesn't have to be over unless you want it to. But if you want to, you can always drop the ball. You don't have to continue on with it. Now, what is coming towards you? Outside environment is the 10 of Pentacles. So overall stability eventually does come in. So the 10 of Pentacles, I need 2 cards, please, for Gemini. 2 cards. The Moon, secrets come out. And someone comes out of taking a break. Yeah, I don't think it's totally over. Even though I do see that the ending card there. But it could be that someone threatens this also, because there wouldn't balance. Because I see the communication card like someone's saying this. Now your hopes and fears is to turn this situation around, turn your luck around. So I need 2 cards for the Wheel of Fortune. The Sun, yeah, because you will not be happy unless it is, and you're going to state your truth, as you should. You should state your truth. Get things out in the open. In the end, there's Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords has power and knowledge to control what they need to. They're very intelligent, very attractive in a unique way. But they are there, they have their crown on. And people, with the Queen of Swords, everyone goes to them for advice a lot of times, because they always give you a straight answer. So the Queen of Swords, I need 2 cards, please, as the final outcome. Is that Gemini? I think it is. So I need 2 cards. And then I'll give the mini love reading. Yeah, you may put up block a situation with the Lovers, with the Page of Wands, with someone who is very passionate, maybe a little bit younger. It also could be passionate messages that someone states to you, or you say to somebody, I'm going to block you if this situation doesn't change. I see you saying you want change. And you're talking about burdens with a possible, karmic situation of, a partner. Because I see the Lovers in reverse. And you may say to this person, unless you change, I'm going to drop this burden, because I see you being offered one. But I also see someone wanting to give you stability, and the moon is in reverse, so they're going to try to tell you what's going on, because they're going to come out of, taking a break. So I do see someone coming forward again. There's still a little bit of arguments, okay? I'm not going to lie to you, okay? Seven of Swords is about somebody catching somebody doing something in the act, and it's keeping them up late at night. So someone may be accusing you of this, or you may be accusing them. But I do see more stability coming towards you, but it's up to you whether you accept the change or not, or you go for changes in relationships. You are going to straight out tell them, Page of Swords, your truth by saying, I want to block this situation, because I see at the foundation you are just wanting, or the whole situation, you're just wanting some more balance, I should say. And because things just went a little chaotic for you. Now I'm going to give you a 3-card Angel Answers love reading, and I'll clarify it with the 8th House Tarot. But I need 3 cards for Gemini for love, sun, and rising. 3 cards, please. So I'm seeing like you're not putting up with something that you felt that was a 7 of Swords energy in that one. But I need 3 cards for the love reading for Gemini. Communicate clearly. I do see communications off. If you believe you can change a situation, we already know that. And big happy changes. I think you could get changes, but I think you're laying down the law, Gemini. I'm not even going to lie. And I think the person that you're going to be laying down the law with also wants these changes. They're good, because I see them on the outside releasing that kind of like moon type energy. But let's find out more. I need 3 more cards to clarify this love situation. As it wasn't telling us much in that last one, except for you got in an argument. And 3 more cards for the love reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising for June. Ace of Water. You communicate clearly. Ace of Water and a new emotional beginning can occur. 9 of Earth. It's a 9 of Pentacles type energy. If you believe you can get more gain in your life, you can. Some of you may want independence, but it says you can change whatever you want if you believe. You can have what you're wanting. You have gain in your life again. And the Magician, you got that tools, like I said, and the knowledge and the power to make big changes in your life, Gemini. You really do. So I understand that some of you may have been accused of something, or you accused somebody else of something, about doing something, in your face that was underhanded, that they thought they were getting away with, kept you up at nights or kept them up at night. It says here it doesn't have to end, that change can occur. That the key here is change is coming. Should be the name of the energy I'm going to give you, or the name of the reading, that change is coming, or I may do something else. But it's like, you may think it's a big burden, whoever you're dealing with. But I do think you're going to speak your truth. You want your luck to change, but at the same time, you're not happy the way things are. And you may put up your swords. You may block somebody, or you may block out situations, not necessarily people, but just anything around you so you can have peace, and it has to do with a lover. So you may just refuse to see them as they are, but I don't think so. I think you're going to lay down the law. It's just my opinion. But I'm pretty sure, because it says communication, communicate clearly to put your point across, and then you can have a new emotional beginning. But you yourself can drop the situation if it doesn't work out. You don't have to stay with it. But for those that want to stay with this, you definitely have the option to do so. Okay? I'm going to let this go, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.